Hey everyone, welcome back to Coding Every Day. So I assume that you have already subscribed to the channel. If not, do it right now so that you can get latest update on our React tutorial series. So let's get started with our first video on React. So before starting into React Native, I'm assuming that you have a basic knowledge on JavaScript and React. So if you don't have knowledge on JavaScript, I will suggest you to first learn about JavaScript, at least the basic part of JavaScript. That way it will be easier for you to learn a React or React Native. If you don't know React, then it's not of a much issue because we will be discussing React concept in this series as well. So to get started with React Native, first let us answer what is React Native. So React Native is a React used for building mobile application. So why it is React used for mobile application, we will be discussing about it in a while. But you should know that it's a library that is used for building mobile application. It's an open source JavaScript framework used for cross-platform development. So when you are using React Native, you can write a single code or a single application that will run in both iOS as well as in your Android mobile phones. So how does it works? How React Native works? So React Native creates a native bridge between a JavaScript code and the target platform. So when you use an application which is based on React Native, whenever you interact with the application, you are interacting with the JS code or JavaScript code, and then the React Native bridges the instruction to the target platform. It can be iOS or it can be Android. So let's get to the React Native website and let's see what it has to say. So we are on the React Native website. So we will be using this website to know about the native components as well. So as you see, they mention that React Native learn once, write anywhere. So you learn it once. You can use the React for writing the web apps. You can use React Native for writing mobile applications as well. So that is the meaning of React Native, learn once, write anywhere. So as we discussed, React Native can be used to create native apps for Android, iOS and more using React, right? So it's written in JavaScript and it is rendered with the native code. So React Native uses the native elements. So it will happen that an element that appears in Android will be completely different that is available for iOS. For example, if there is a button that appears in blue color in your Android device, that may not appear as a blue color in iOS device because the native elements are different for both the device, right? So native development for anyone and seamless cross platform. So I would like you to go through this website to expand your understanding on React Native. It's a very nice documentation. You can listen to this video as well. Okay, so there are multiple apps and very famous apps that are built upon the React Native. So starting with, we have the Facebook, we have the Oculus, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Email, Microsoft Teams, Xbox app, then we have the Skype app. Similarly, we have different, so some of the well-known might be the Flipkart, Puma, Discord, Tesla, Bloomberg. So if you click on this link, you can all the links are not clickable. So let's say this one is a clickable link. So if you click on this link, you can go to their website and you can see how they are using React Native to develop their new apps, right? But the next question comes, if you don't know React, then you will have this question that what is React? So React is an open source JavaScript library that was developed by Facebook for obviously for building the Facebook app. So Facebook uses React. Apart from that, it's a very popular library nowadays and it has a huge market demand. And React does only one job. It is just used to develop the UI. Okay, so React does nothing else than it is used to only create the UI. And if we say, it is popularly used to create the SPAs, the single page application. And React is only responsible to create views. So it does not provide any out of the box routing or state management. State management it does have, but not a complex state management structure. We can manage the states for a single component wise. So there are two main features of React. So it's a component based approach and declarative views. Okay, so if we talk about the component based approach, so let's say if we go to the website, let's say we will go to Amazon, right? Amazon.in. So if you see in Amazon, we have different elements here. We have some links here, we have this button here, or we have different images. Let's say if I search for a gaming PC, okay, you see that there is an image, there is a description for it, there is a rating, price. So these are all different components. So when you create a component, you write it once and you use it multiple times. In that way, if you have to change some structure, you can simply change one component and it will be reflected everywhere. So in our tutorial, we will also study about the component based architecture. Next is the declarative views. So what do we mean by declarative is that the user will define the how it should look. For example, if I want to rate this PC, right? So currently I'm not able to do it, but if you have done it, you might have seen that once you click on it, you see that 5 stars are changed in yellow, right? Or let's say if you click on it, it is getting added to cart. So that is a declarative way. So I am telling React that if I do this, then you do this, right? So that is a declarative way of doing. Also, React uses virtual DOM, especially for the web apps. So virtual DOM is an in-memory representation of your DOM. So every browser has a document object model. If you go to any website and inspect it, you will see there is a document object model, DOM, that we say. So this DOM is usually heavy. So React maintains a virtual DOM in the RAM. So whatever changes you do, it is first changed in virtual DOM. It is then compared to the original DOM, and React pushes the change at once to the real DOM. So that way React is much faster than any other libraries. Also, React provides a JS6 way of writing components that we will learn in future videos. So we have different frameworks or libraries that are used to create the mobile apps. So few of the famous one is the first one is Flutter. Flutter is created by Google, and you can use that to create apps for iOS and Android as well. So that is also cross-platform, and it is based on the Dart. So Flutter is based on Dart. If you want to develop apps using Flutter, you should learn, or you have to learn, Dart. Then we have Swift, which is only for iOS. So using Swift, you can only build the iOS or Apple based application. Then we have Kotlin, which is a JavaScript library for developing cross-platform application, and we have Ionic as well. Ionic is also a JavaScript based library which we can use for creating cross-platform application. The reason React is better is, like, once you learn React, you can implement in building web apps as well. You can use for building mobile apps as well. So React is a layer. So whenever you write something on React, if you write it for web, so internally it uses React DOM to translate your components into the UI, and in React Native it uses the React Native to change your code into the native UI or the elements. So these are the companies as we discussed that are using React Native: Facebook, Microsoft Office apps, Office mobile application, Shopify, Flipkart, Discord, Pinterest, and Bloomberg. So that was a quick intro into React Native. So I would highly recommend you to go through the document if you have some time and read something about React Native. Also, this study material, these slides will be available in my GitHub link. So link will be provided in the description. If you want, you can clone that and keep it with yourself. So in the next tutorial we are going to learn about the environment setup. So we will set up our Android simulator, we will install the Expo, and we will finally get start with our first React setup. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Do remember to subscribe to this channel, and if you like this video, then please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Till then, bye bye.